Good day, friends. I warmly welcome you to today's episode in our series. I remain your very good friend. Um, Today, I'll be talking about six things that can actually uh, affect your mental health in your workplace, maybe positively or negatively, depending on how you are exposed to them and how you handle them. Remember what we talk about. So we talk about stress. Stress is a normal thing. It could be good, it could be bad. It depends on your ability to handle them. It now helps you not to go into a distressed situation and consequently into depression and all that. So, but if you're able to handle them, you grow from that and you master them and get over them. So, there are about 6 factors that can actually affect you in your workplace or working environment. And when we talk about work, it does not necessarily mean the office. It could be school, it could be the church, in the mosque, in the business area, in the playground, in your social gathering or social environment, whichever one you belong to. So that's what we mean by work environment, where you interact and exchange ideas with other people. That could also suffice for a work environment. So before I go on, I would like to remind those, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, to kindly subscribe and turn on the notification button so that anytime this video drops, you'll be among the very first to receive them. And kindly share this video across to your friends, colleagues, acquaintances, so that they can also learn from these, just like the way you are also learning and we are all learning. So number one on the list in no particular order, but I will start with this specifically because it is actually the epicenter of the whole thing, and that is you yourself, you, the person where I'm talking to, the person who is looking at me, who is watching me right now. I'm talking to you right now. You are the epicenter of everything, whether good or bad. It comes from you. You give it out or you receive it. So depending. So you are a very important factor in this whole thing we are talking about, because how you receive an information, how you receive a situation goes a very long way to determine how you react or how you respond to it. And your response or your reaction also has a lot of influence on the outcome of the whole situation or the whole environment. So you need to watch out who you are. You need to know who you are. You need to know your boundaries. You need to know, what you don't know, when you need help, when you don't need help, the person you need help from, the person you don't need help from. That even if that help comes from that person, you can just politely turn it down because of the aftermath effect. Then the person that whether you are not even, you can comfortably ask for that help. So you need to know who you are in any working environment, know your limits, know what you are supposed to do, know what you're not supposed to do, know what you're supposed to say, know what you're not supposed to say, how to say them, and especially in the corporate world is very important. It's very, very important you know who you are. Once you know who you are, it will help you a lot in being able to deal with the remaining factors I'm going to mention. Then the second one is your boss or your bosses. In some situations, you could have more than just a boss. It could be maybe 2 bosses you have at the same time, or 3 or 1. Whichever one is your situation, know who they are. Know how to approach them. Know what they expect. Know what they want, what they don't want. Know their boundaries so that you don't cross it. Is very important. When you know these things, it will help you to navigate the politics or the exigencies of office and whatever that happens, the office politics, as they call it, office politics, market politics, anywhere, the politics that exist in that particular environment you are in, so that it does not, you don't encroach into where you are not supposed to, because it could be a very big problem. Then the next category is your own colleagues, the people you are on the same level with, the same people you are in the same level. They are not above you, they are not below you, you're on the same level with them. This is where the strive is more, because everybody is in this particular category trying to overshadow the other person, or to be seen as the best or better than the other person and all that. So this particular category could exude a kind of energy you cannot even match if you are not ready for it. And at this stage, at this level, people can do anything, a lot of things, both dirty things, clean things, good things, bad things, ugly things, beautiful things, depending on who they are, depending on what they want, and depending on their mission. Because in as much as you are in the same environment, working environment, business environment, people have their different personal mission and visions. They have it. So in as much as there is also a general one, but there is a particular one that actually brought them into the organization or into that particular field. So, and these are the things that will always control or influence their greater whatever thing they show generally. So you must watch out for these. So you must know how to be able to navigate and handle this category, because at this level now you have the same equal right, equal opportunity, everything is almost equal, except in very rare and very few situations. So but majorly at this stage, at this category, everybody is equal. So everybody is not trying to overdo or undo the other person, as the case may be. Then the next category is your juniors, your subordinates. These other persons, this category also can make or mar you, because especially if you are the one supervising them, they can make or mar you if you are not careful, if you are not diplomatic enough, if you don't know what you are doing, if you don't know who you are, if you don't know what to do, if you don't know how to do them and when to do them, you could run into trouble if you don't know how to handle this category of people. It's very important. If you handle them well, you will have handle them well, professionally well. Handling them well does not mean you yourself now degrading who you are or something, but it's just understanding where everybody belongs to and according everybody their own respective respects that they deserve, at least first as humans. Very important. So if this category of persons, they are the ones that can actually make your work easier or make it difficult, depending on who they are, depending on who you are to them, depending on how you treat them, depending on how the environment and everything comes out. Very important. Then the next category is the people that come from the outside, probably maybe like customers, clients, patients, depending on your working environment. Maybe the parents, if you are a teacher, the visitors, people who are not primarily working in that organization but come in maybe as contractors, as visitors, depending. So you're being able to handle these people or relate with them also, because some of them may not primarily be working there, but you may not know the kind of relationship they enjoy with the high management level of that your organization outside your organization. They might be the ones to actually even assess even your workers without you knowing, officially or unofficially. Officially, in the sense that it could be like an arrangement with the management, or it could be just unofficially, maybe on their own. Maybe while they are discussing, maybe during their free time, they'll be like, I was in your office, or I was in your organization last time. The person that attended to me was so rude, and you may not know, or the person was so nice. I think this person needs an elevation, a promotion, a commendation, something like that. Or you could say, I think this person deserves a query, this person deserves dismissal, this person deserves to sit up. And those kind of their comments can actually affect how you are treated at work. So you must be very careful how you also relate to the customers, the clients, the patients, the visitors that come to your office or to your organization. And remember again that when they meet you, they are meeting the organization. You are like the face of the organization. So however you treat them when they go, that is the impression they have about the organization. Then the final on this category is now the working environment itself. That is how comfortable in the real sense of the environment. What I mean by this is, okay, is it a place that you come and you feel comfortable? You have a chair to sit, you have a table to write, you have things to work with. Maybe in the schools you have the textbooks, you have the lesson notes, you have the whiteboard, the marker. Anything you need to do your job is available. At every time you need to do your job, all the things you need are available. Probably you don't need to improvise, or you don't need to crack your brain. The organization makes available everything. You see that it can help you execute or carry out your assignment very well. But if it's an organization whereby you may need to think outside the box, or you need to like augment or improvise, or you are expected to like use discretion in doing things, it keeps you on an edge, because you wouldn't know what to do that could be okay or what not to do, and it could be a problem. So you see that it creates another serious stressful situation that, if you don't handle it well, can take you into a distress situation and consequently a depressive one. So you need to know and understand these 6 categories I just mentioned now. It is very important. Your person, who you are, your bosses, your subordinates, the people you are on the same level with, the customers, the clients, and the working environment. By the time you understand some of these things and make intentional efforts to be able to learn and understand them and apply what you've learned about them, you will see that you will have a better platform to work, show who you are, do your things, and always remember that if those you meet in your offices, they also came for the same reason you came for. So they don't come and begin to base your friendship on that. I'm not saying that there could not be maybe great friendship from workplaces. There are a lot of times that great friendships have actually come up from working environments, a lot of times. But it's also good to know when it is not healthy enough for that, or when it could be detrimental to you as a person or to the organization generally. So you need to know that the way you came there to do your work, and your salary, or earn your bonuses, or earn your whatever incentives or stipends, as the case may be, and good, it's the same way the other persons also came for the same thing, and for other intentions or missions they might also have, which you may not know. The same way they don't also know your own other intentions and missions. So until I come your way next time, learn to understand some of these things, and it will always help you to navigate this kind of environment. Until I come your way next time, stay healthy mentally. Bye.